Hello and welcome again to another video lecture, and this time we would be continuing with analytic geometry and ngayon conics naman. So for conics we have four types actually. So for conics, suppose that we would be having this particular figure, yung parang ano ba tawag dyan, yung hourglass. So if we would now be passing a plane like this, the resulting section would now look like a parabola. So kapag ganito naman po yung section natin or yung passing plane natin, our section would now be looking like a circle. Kapag ganito naman ellipse, then pag ganito po hyperbola. So just looking at the shape, so yung parabola po, so as per the joke of my former professor, parang bola daw. Pero medyo malayo naman. Siguro football, siguro ng American football or rugby football. Pero ganyan po itsura ng parabola. And as for a circle, so no introduction needed what a circle would look like. So yun yung literal na bola. So circle po. And as for the ellipse, so para po siyang parabola pero nahanap niya na yung other half niya, yung better half niya. So ito kasi yung parabola parang kalahati lang itsura niya. Itsura lang. And as for the ellipse, so yan. Yan na yung literal na yung parang ano ba tawag dyan? Medyo erroneous yung term na oblong eh. So ellipse. So, ganyan pa itsura ng ellipse. As per the hyperbola, so parang ellipse din po siya pero nagkahiwalay. Siguro nagka-LQ yung dalawang curvature niya. So, medyo magkatalikuran yung hyperbola. So, unlike in ellipse na magkaharap po sila. Okay, so in here, so there are these types or these ways on how we would be determining the shape of a certain equation. Because once again, in analytic geometry, we are to discuss about shapes in terms of their equation. So ulitin ko, pagdating po ng board exam, hindi po dinodraw ng examiner itong mga to. Pinapakita po nila is equation. Though minsan sinasabi nila if parabola siya, if ellipse siya, if hyperbola siya. But worst case scenario, what if ayaw nilang i-include? So kunwari, bahala ka daw sa buhay mo. Para alamin kung circle siya, parabola, ellipse, or hyperbola. So that is, well, the reason of our video lecture because in some cases, that will happen. So, nangyari na din po sa ibang batches yun wherein hindi niya po sinabi kung ano po yung shape. Okay, so the general equation of conics is ax squared plus bxy plus cy squared plus dx plus ey plus f is equal to 0. So, if you can remember on lines, so napakadali po ng basic equation ng line, no? So, yung basic equation ng line is ax plus by plus c, wala pong power of 2. So, puro power of 1 lang po yan. So, when I say power of 1, all of the exponents are just 1. But in here, hindi na po. So, meron na po tayong squared. So, ito po, kung gusto nyo pong malaman if it is an ellipse, if it is a parabola, if it is a hyperbola, you will now be making use of this equation. So, b squared, if it is less than 4ac, it is already an ellipse. So if it is equal or exactly equal to 4ac, the conic is a parabola. If b squared is greater than 4ac, it is now a hyperbola. So you can only make use of this equation if b is not equal to 0. Kasi ayun nga po. Pero ito guys, meron po tayong note dito. If b is equal to 0, then the axis is parallel to the x or y axis. So parang ito po. Pag itong bxy po, wala pong value yan. Ibig sabihin, ganito po yung mga itsura niya. So, pwedeng ganyan po, pwedeng ganito. Basta yung axis po niya is parallel to or global axis such as yung x-axis and yung y-axis. So, one example. For example po, hindi po 0 yung bxy. So, ganito po talaga yung maging itsura niya. So, for example, that these are our axis. Then, meron pong value yung bxy. So, kunwari merong value yan, and kunwari ellipse yan. So, instead na yung shape ng ellipse natin is paganyan, or paganyan, magiging paganyan, medyo patabingi, or siguro paganyan. Basta, papaya. Anyway, basta yung axis po niya is not parallel to our global axis. So, ganun po kapag may kasama pong bxy. Kaya pagdasal po natin, wala pong bxy. So, bibihira naman pong mangyari pero posible pa rin po. Okay, so another way on determining the equation or the shape via the equation is by looking at the value of a and c. So, kunwari wala ng bxy na yan. So, medyo pakalat lang yan. So, kapag ito po, kapag yung constant po ng x squared and ng y squared are equal. Kunwari a din to. So that is the time that it is called a circle. Kasi kapag pantay po ito and ito, ibig sabihin pantay din po yung curvature niya throughout. So that is why magiging circle po siya. Okay, and another thing, kunwari hindi po siya exact same. Kunwari magkaiba po. So yung A po, iba po siya sa C. So that is the time that it is either a hyperbola or an ellipse. So kapag same po sila ng sign, so if both have the same sign, kunwari positive pareho, it means that it is an ellipse. So ayun po, magiging ellipse po, maging ganyan. So ganyan po yung shape, medyo pangit lang po yung drawing ko. Actually, ito na lang pala nasa baba. Medyo pangit lang yung drawing ko, pero ganyan po yung magiging main idea niya. Kaya po siya hindi pantay kasi hindi po pantay yung A, pati yung C. So pag pantay po yung A and C, circle po yan. Okay, and if one is missing, kunwari yung isa, ganyan lang, CY squared lang. Or for example, AX squared lang, then parabola yon. So ayun, mamaya na po tayo mag-sample problem. Let us just introduce the circle first. So yung circle po yung pinaka-basic aside from the line in analytic geometry. So we have these equations. So once again, the general equation of a circle would be as follows. So kanina po ganito guys, no? Ganito yung general equation natin, but this time the value for C, so the value for A and C are equal. And wala na po tayong BXY kasi regardless po kung ano po yung pagkakaikot-ikot po natin ng circle, edi same thing kasi nga bilog pa rin naman siya. So ayan. Anyway, kung di nyo naintindihan yon, okay lang. Tsaka na natin intindihin kapag meron na po tayong sample problems. Okay, so for the general equation of a circle, so ulitin ko lang, parehas na nga po yung constant ng A pati yung C. So wala na po tayong C, ginawa na po nating A. So it would now be looking like this. So general equation yan. So ngayon guys, pwede po nating i-reduce ito or i-simplify itong equation na to in this manner. So I'm pretty sure this is already familiar with you guys. So x minus h plus y minus k, so actually may squared pala yun, is equal to r squared. Whereas the value for h is equal to the x component of the center, so x comp or x coordinate of the center, and k is the y coordinate of the center. Then r is of course the radius. So yan po. So previously in your undergraduate subjects such as your pre-calculus and geometry, the best thing to do is for you to simplify this equation in this particular format. So kapag na-simplify mo na po itong equation po na to in this format, you can now easily see your x-coordinate of the center, y-coordinate of the center, and the radius. But of course, that is dependent upon your algebraic skills. So yung skills mo sa algebra, kung paano mo i-manipulate yung equation para po ma-simplify natin in this manner. So for example, that you know in yourself that you are kinda weak in algebra, or kunwari gusto mo lang talagang mapabilis yung solution mo, you can just memorize these formulas. So ito, life hack din po ito. So pwede nyo na lang pong i-memorize itong h is equal to negative d divided by 2a, k is equal to negative e divided by 2a, and r is equal to the square root of d squared plus e squared minus 4af divided by 4a squared. So yan po ay kung gusto mo pong mag-memorize ng additional formula, pwede naman para dagdag armas. But for example, nalimutan mo yung mga yan, so the only thing to do is by simplify your equation in this particular format. Okay, so let us have a sample problem here. So find the area of a circle whose center is at 2, negative 5 and tangent to the line 4x plus 3y minus 8. So nag-copy-paste na po ako ng circle dito kasi kapag mag-drawing ako ng circle, sinugal ko na naman yung dignidad ko. So ayoko na po, pangit talaga ako mag-drawing ng circle. So ayun, what to do? Okay, so in here guys, so we have this particular center. So let's say that this is now the center of our circle and this is now located at 2, -5. And it is also tangent to a line 4x plus 3y minus 8. So when we say tangent, that line is touching the circle at one point only. So in other words, nadaplisan siya kumbaga. So hindi po pwedeng ito yung line kasi as you can see, dalawang beses po siya natamaan. Hindi din po pwede ito. Oops, nawala. Hindi din po pwede ito. And etc. Ang pwede lang po ito. So yan, pwede yan. Basta nadaplisan lang po niya. So if you would be zooming in at this particular point, it must only touch one point. So for example, ito yung zoomed in. So dapat as in, daplis na daplis lang. As in one point lang. So that is the meaning of tangent line. So for accuracy or for accurate drawing, you can plot this. However, it really doesn't matter if you would be plotting that or not, as long as alam mo po kung ano yung gagawin mo next. So in this problem, so we will be finding the area of a circle. So what is the formula for the area of a circle? So for the area of a circle, you know that may either be pi r squared or pi d squared over 4, whereas d is the diameter and r is the radius. Okay, so ito lang naman talaga yung gagawin natin. So in order for us to get the area, we already know the value for pi, but what about for the value for radius? So that is that thing which we do not yet know. So that is the variable that we will be solving for us to solve for the value for the area. Okay, anyway, so how can we solve for this? So ulitin ko lang guys, itong equation na to, let us assume that this is that particular line. So I'm not quite sure if this line is accurate, kung ito man talaga siya, but the thing is, so, hindi ko po alam kung yan yung tama. Ang alam ko lang is medyo wala akong pake kasi regardless po, kahit dito ko po i-drawing yung mga linya-linyang yun, alam ko naman na same pa rin sila ng procedure. Okay, so if that is the tangent line, so the tangent line, the distance from the tangent line up until the center, so this is automatically 90 degrees. So perpendicular po lagi yan. So the line from the center up until the tangent line, that is always 90 degrees. Okay, so with that guys, if this line has an equation of 4x plus 3y, 3y minus 8 is equal to 0. So what we will be doing is that we will be getting this particular distance. So from the previous video lecture, so 2 video lectures ago, we have included there that the distance from a point to a line is equal to, so just copy this equation. So 4, but instead of making use of x, make use of x sub 1. So x sub 1 plus 3 y sub 1 minus 8 divided by the square root of the sum of the squares of these variables. So 4 squared plus 3 squared. So yan po. So kung ayaw po pong maniwala, balikan natin. Nasaan ba yun? Ito ba yun? Ay, hindi. Hanapin ko lang guys. Ayun. So ito po guys, ito po yung equation. And since distance naman po yung pinag-uusapan, it really doesn't matter if it is positive or negative. Just get the absolute value. Teka, anong page na yun? Ito pala. So there. So with that guys, so substituting known values. So x1 and y1 is to be our center. Kasi yun naman yung hinahanap nating distance from that particular line up until the center here. So, ito 2 po yan. And ito naman po negative 3. Ay, negative 5 I should say. So, there. And with that, looking at the calculator to your left. So 4 times 2 plus 3 times negative 5 minus 8 divided by the square root of 4 squared plus 3 squared. So our answer here is 3 or negative 3. So 3 na lang guys kasi distance naman yung pinag-uusapan, wala naman pong distance na negative. Well, it depends on how you look at it. Pero ito naman po, hindi naman po negative value yan. So 3. So absolute value na yung kunin natin, no? So that is 3. So that is the distance from this point up until this point. And that particular distance is also our radius. So radius na po yan. Okay, so with that, we know that the area of a circle is pi r squared. So substituting known values, this is now pi times 3 squared. And ultimately, this is 9 pi. So this is our final answer. Okay, so that is, ano ulit yung answer? 9 pi, sorry. So 9 pi po. So ito po yung answer natin, which is letter B. Okay, so gumamit pa tayo nito? Well, basically hindi. So it does not automatically mean that if we would be having a circle in the problem, nagagamit po tayo ng circle na equations. So depende po sa pagmamanipulate. So of course, the first thing that you should do is to understand the problem and to visualize what you will be doing. So dito po, do kahit circle po yan, na-visualize ko na ang kailangan ko lang po is radius para makuha ko po yung area. So, para naman po makuha yung radius, pwede naman po kung gumamit ng formula na to na natutunan ko 2 video lectures ago para magawa yan. So, ayun. Okay. So, proceeding. So, let us go to this problem here. So, find the shortest distance from the point 1, 2 to a point on the circumference of the circle defined by the equation x squared plus y squared plus 10x plus 6y plus 30 is equal to 0. Okay, so same thing what I will be doing is that I will be drawing a circle. So, i-visualize ko po muna kung ano yung mangyayari. Okay, so suppose that we have a certain line. So, let's say that this is now 1, 2. So, 1, 2. Then, meron po tayong circle somewhere here. So, siguro yan yung circle na yan. So, regardless, kahit nandito po yung circle, kahit nandito po yung circle, so, I am assuming na dito na lang. So, okay lang po na dyan ko ilalagay basta maintindihan ko ano yung gagawin ko po sa problem. Okay. So, una ko po palang gawin since, ayun, since medyo naisip ko na kung ano po yung dapat kong gawin, ang una kong gawin is i-share ko sa inyo kung ano yung naisip kong gawin. So, if this is the circle, then of course, it would be having its corresponding center. So, pag meron po yung center, ang gagawin ko po is ipagdudugtong ko po yan. So, yan. So, paano ko po papagdudugtongin yan? So, Pythagorean theorem lang. So, distance from point to point. So, nakuha ko na yan. And using this equation, I can actually simplify that in such a way na makukuha ko po yung HK niyan. So, yan po yung gagamitin kong dalawa para ma-solve po itong line. And of course, nandito din naman sa formula lang yan or nasa let's say, nasa equation po na yan, yung value ng radius. So, that is now the radius. And kasi ang hinahanap po dito is the value or the shortest distance from this point up until this point. So, ito po yung hinahanap. So, in other words, just get the total length here, then subtract it by the radius. So, yun po yung goal natin. So, ayan. Okay, so for us to achieve that goal, ang gawin ko po is that I will be simplifying this particular equation in such a way that I can now see the value for radius and the value for the center. Okay, so x squared plus y squared plus 10x plus 6y plus 30 is equal to 0. So, ang goal ko po, maging ganito po yung equation yan. So, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So, goal ko po maging ganito yung itsura niyan. So, ang gagawin ko po, pagsasama-samahin ko po ito. So, pagsasama-samahin ko itong x and itong 10x. Then, pagsasamahin ko din po itong y squared. Then, ito pong 6y. Tapos, ito naman pong 30, ililipat ko po sa kabila. Okay, so with that guys, so x squared plus 10x. So, lagyan ko muna ng parenthesis to para i-group ko lang. Plus. So, pagsamahin ko naman po itong dalawang may y. So, y squared plus 6y. Tapos may blanco na naman dyan. So, this is equal to negative 30. Negative 30. Okay, so why did I do it this way? Kasi ang gagawin ko po, i-factor out ko po siya. Or hahanapin ko po yung perfect square niya para, ayun, ma-factor out ko po. Okay, so with that, ano po ba yung kailangan kong gawin dito para may factor out ko? So dito po, ang missing po dito is 25. So bakit po 25? So 25 po yan. So ayun, by experience po kasi yan, no? So ang goal ko talaga is para maging ano siya, maging ganitong format. So ang lalabas po dyan, kasi perfect square na po to, magiging x plus 5 squared na po yan. So kapag i-back solve nyo, x plus 5 squared, magiging ganito po yan. So ano po ba yung technique niyan? So mag-iisip ka po ng value. So mag-iisip ka po ng value ng isang number dito. Na kapag minultiply mo, yung pag minultiply mo sa 2, tas minultiply mo dito, ang maging answer niya is 10. So yun na lang, 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 5, di ba? So 10 divided by 2, that is 5. Pero dapat squared. So 5 squared kasi to para maging 25. So if you would be getting the square root of it, magiging x plus 5 na po yan. So basically, itong equation po na to is also this equation. So your skills here is dependent upon your understanding in algebra. So since natapos na po kayo sa algebra, for how many times already since high school, college, and in reviews, so medyo hindi ko na po i-detail yung part na yon. So if you still need help, so pwede naman pong mag-PM na lang po kayo sa akin. So anyway, so x plus 5 squared. So ito na po yun. So what about for the other one? So sulat natin ng green para maayos pala. So x plus 5 squared plus, so what is this particular value? So dito naman, so 6 divided by 2, 3. So plus 3 squared po yan. So plus 3 squared yan, magiging 9 yan. Then ito po, maging x plus 3 squared. So itry nyo pong isolve to. Ganito po yung kalalabasan. Itry nyo pong isolve to. Ganyan din po yung kalalabasan. But take note guys, that in a certain equation, for it to be true or for it to be equal, for it to be effective, whatever number you will be adding to this side of the equation must also be added to the other side. So, kapag nag-plus 25 po tayo dito, dapat mag-plus 25 din po tayo dito. And kung nag-plus 9 din po tayo dito, dapat mag-plus 9 din po tayo dito. So, ayan. So, with that guys, so x plus 5 squared plus x, bakit x yan? 3, y dapat yan. Y, I'm sorry. So y. So y plus 3 squared is equal to, so negative 30 plus 25 plus 9. So nasa yung calculator ko. So negative 30 plus 25 plus 9. So that is equal to 4. So with that guys, ito na po equation natin. And kung naaalala nyo po, ang format po niyan is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So with that guys, ganito na po yung itsura niya. So with that, we can see na yung value po ng h, so 5 po yan pero dapat negative h, so negative 5. Then the value for k, so k is equal to, so positive 3 po yan pero negative nga po ito, so negative 3. Then the value for r, so r squared to, so ano ba yung square root ng 4? So that is 2. So ito po yung mga parameters na kailangan natin. Okay, so going back here, so negative 5, negative 3, 2. Ay, wala na pala yung drawing natin. Teka, magcopy-paste na nga lang ako ng circle natin dito sa kabila para hindi na ako magsugal ng dignidad. Okay, so, nasa na yun? Okay, so yan. So ito po. Ito pong point ng bilog na yan. That is, bakit walang point? Teka. Yan. Okay, so yung point po ng bilog na yan, its coordinate would be -5, -3. Yan po yung coordinate niyan. And as for the coordinate of the other point, so sabi po dito, i-compare natin siya sa 1, 2. So 1, 2 po. So 1, 2 po, nasa banda rito ho yan. Kung ito po yung -5, -3, ito po yung 1, 2. Pero regardless po, kahit dito mo ilagay, basta alam mo po yung fundamental concept, okay din lang. Kasi ang gagawin ko nga ulit, kukunin ko po yung total line na yan, total length. So let us name that as length L. And I will be subtracting R. Kasi yung R nga po natin, di ba? So yung R natin is from this point up until this point. Para ang matira na lang po is ito. So let us name that as X. So yan po talaga yung kailangan. So for the value of L, so L is equal to, ano na yun? That's the square root of, so difference lang. So x sub 1 minus x sub 2 plus y sub 1 minus y sub 2 squared. Or baliktad. Basta alam nyo na po yun. Doon po sa distance of point to point. So ito na lang po yung 2 ko. Ito na lang yung 1. So 0.2. Then ito yung 0.1 natin kunwari. Okay, so with that 0.2, so ito po 1 minus -5. So dapat master nyo na po ito. Then for y, so plus, yung y po natin dito is 2, then -3. So plus 2 minus -3 squared. So with that, length is now equal to, so the square root of 1 minus -5 squared plus 2 minus -3 squared. So answer here, so nag-syntax error. So nasobrahan ko po. Ay hindi, nagkulang ako ng parenthesis. So dapat meron pa po dito. So equal sign. So 7.81. So 7.81 meters. So if we would now be looking at the choices, wala pong 7.81 dyan kasi kulang pa po talaga tayo. So yung 7.81 is the distance from this particular point up until this point. Pero ang hinahanap nga po natin sa problem is the distance from point 1, 2 to the point on the circumference. And in that case, ito lang po yun. So ito lang po. Or the value for x. So with that guys, so the value for x is now equal to, so kung 7.81 po yung buo, so 7.81 yung buo, isubtract po natin itong value ng radius. So minus radius. And according to our solution, yung radius po natin is 2. So radius natin is 2. So with that guys, x is now equal to, so 7.81 minus 2, that is 5.81. So this is now our final answer. So going back here, so 7.81, 5.81 pala, no? So 5.81. So our answer here is of course 5.81. Okay, so that is, well, our solution. So meron pa po bang ibang solution? Of course, meron pa. So ito po kasi is dependent upon your understanding in algebra and yung diskarte nyo po kung paano nyo po i-manipulate tong quadratic equation na to para maging perfect square. So what if, kunwari, medyo mahina ka doon or for example, magaling ka mag-memorize. So balik po tayo dito. So balik po tayo dito. Ito po yung value ng h, ito po yung value ng k, and ito po yung value ng r. So balik na naman tayo dito. Teka, copy-paste ko na nga lang tong lahat para sa next slide na lang tayo. Para meron akong 2 sets ng solution. So ayan. So burahin na po natin ito. Oops, sorry. Burahin na po natin ito. May lamok po sa aking screen. Share ko lang. Teka. Burahin ko lang po itong mga to. Okay. So for example, yan lang po. Yung equation na nagawa mo. O yung equation natin. Pero nga, ang sabi nga po natin dito sa equation na to, h is equal to d minus 2a. Ay, mali. H is equal to negative d over 2a. And k is equal to, so dito po, negative e over 2a. So, asan na yun? Negative e over 2a. And that r is equal to, so square root of d squared plus e squared minus 4af over 4a squared. So, asan na ulit yun? So, d squared, wala, nakalimutan ko agad. So, d squared plus e squared minus, so 4af over 4a squared. So, 4af over, bilis ko na makalimot, 4af over 4a squared. So, 4a squared. So, the question is, alam ko ba to nung nag-board exam ako? Hindi. Kasi, doon po ako sa algebra umasa. Kasi medyo mabilis po ako makalimot ng formula. So, ako po kasi fundamentals based. So, doon ko po sa fundamental binabase. Pero kung magaling po kayo memorize ng formula, hindi gamitin nyo po itong mga to. Okay, so, ang kalat naman. Ulitin ko, ibaba ko lang po to. And ibaba ko lang po to. Okay, so ito po yung format natin ha. So, A, tapos dx, ey, and f. So, with that guys, so dito po, ito po yung mga label natin, no? So, ito po A po yan. Ito po A din po yan. Ito po D. Ito po E. Ito po F. So, dito po. So, ito guys, optional lang po itong method na to ha. Kasi sa totoo lang, hindi din po ito yung ginagamit kong method. So, ano po yung D? So, this is 10 divided by negative 2a. So, ano ba yung a natin? 1. 1 lang yan. So, this is now equal to negative 5. So, dito naman po sa k. So, this is equal to. So, bakit may nabura? So, e po ito. E divided by 2a. So, ano po ba yung e? So, that is 6. So, 6. Negative po to. So, negative 2 times 1. Kasi yung a po natin is 1. So, with that, this is negative 3. So, tama po ba sa solution natin kanina? So, yes, tama po. So, negative 5 and negative 3 po yung h and k natin. So, for the radius, so ito po yung radius natin. So, yung radius is equal to the square root of d squared plus e squared. So, yung d squared ulit natin is, asan na yung d? So, that is 10 squared plus e squared or 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times f. So, what is f? Positive 30. So, puro direct substitution na po tayo dito. So, times 4, divided by 4 times 1 squared. And with that, our radius is now equal to, so the square root of 10 squared plus 6 squared minus 4 times 1 times 30 divided by 4. So, our radius is now equal to 2. So, ayun guys, no? So, ako, nung nag-board exam ako, hindi ko po memoryado yan. But, of course, it would come in handy. So, kung mag-memorize naman kayo, didagdagan nyo na i-memorize as long as, for example, makalimutan nyo, dapat alam nyo yung fallback nyo. So, dapat alam nyo kung ano yung gagawin nyo if makalimutan nyo yung formula. Pero, of course, it would be better and it would be faster for you if you know the formula. So, yan, negative 5, negative 3, 2. Then, ayun, edi gawin nyo na din po to. So, since meron na po kayong mga coordinates and all. So, babalik po kayo sa same answer na 5.81. Okay, so those are the two ways. Okay, so next problem, we would now be finding the equation of a circle having its center on the line, 4x minus y is equal to 7, and passing through the points negative 2, 4, and 5, 5. So in this case, guys, I want to draw it accurately. So bakit? Wala, gusto ko lang. So sige, drawing po natin accurately. So ito po kunwari yung x-axis. Teka, ba't parang kapal? Yun na lang. So this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So let's say that this is now the y-axis. So it is said here that yung circle daw magpapass through negative 2, 4, and 5, 5 daw siya. So ipa-plot ko lang to. So suppose that this is negative 2. So negative 2. Then 4. So 1. So ito na lang. So negative 1, negative 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So ito medyo inaccurate lang tong part na to. Pero at least medyo malapit sa katotohanan. So this is negative 2, 4. And let's say 5, 5. So for 5, 5 approximately. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So banda rito. Siguro yan. Okay. So ayan daw. Yung bilog daw natin will now be touching both of this. And another thing, so yung center daw niyan, nasa line daw ng 4x minus y is equal to 7. So, i-plot ko na lang to. So, in order for me to plot that, I will just be getting the x and y intercept. So, when x is equal to 0, what is the value for y? So, ito po. So, 4x. So, parang hindi na ako magsulat. Medyo common sense, pero sige, lagay ko na lang. So, 4 times 0 minus y, o ba tayo? Minus y is equal to 7. So, ulitin ko, pag shift solve natin to, ayaw niya. I mean, shift solve, ayaw niya yan. Kasi variable error, dapat daw x ilalagay mo dito. Pero medyo marti ako, gusto ko y. So, lagay ko na ng comma. Then, alpha y. Just for me to tell the calculator na y yung sinasolve natin at huwag niya nang hanapin yung x niya. Kasi y nga yung gusto natin eh. So, shift solve. So our answer here is negative 7. So with that, 0, negative 7. And if, for example, that the value for y is equal to 0, that in this case, when y is equal to 0, what is the value for x? So ano pa palang gamit nito? Ba't ko pa sinasolve to? Wala lang. Gusto ko lang ma-draw yung figure dito para naman medyo malapit sa katotohanan. Okay, so when y is equal to 0, so 4 times alpha x minus 0 is equal to... ano tong napindot ko? Mali. So 4 times alpha x minus 0 is equal to 7. So shift solve ko naman yan. So solve for the value of x. So 1.75. So, ayan po. So, 1.75. Tama ba? So, calculate natin for x minus 0 is equal to 7. So, tama. So, 1.75. So, meaning, ito po yung mga coordinates niya. So, 0, negative 7. So, 0, negative 7. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kunwari, banda rito yan. Then, 1.750. So, siguro banda rito yan. And with that, guys, ito po yung line na mali, sorry. So, ito po yung line na nasa equation na yan. So, ito daw yung linyang yan. So, ang sabi sa problem, yung bilog daw, yung center daw niyan is somewhere along this particular line. So, ang tanong, hindi po natin alam kung saan po banda dyan. So, assume na lang natin banda rito kunwari. So, assumption lang naman. But ayaw mag-drawing. So, ayaw mag-assume. So, ito, kunwari, yan yung assumption natin. Kapag yan yung center, dapat daw, itong dalawang points na plinat natin kanina, matamaan niya. So, parang magiging ganito yung circle. Boom! Galingan mo naman mag-drawing. Naku! Okay, kunwari, perfect circle yan. Sorry, guys. So, kunwari, circle mismo yan. And, ayun. Ano ba hinanap pala natin dito? So, we are to find the equation of that particular circle. So, in order for us to get the equation, kailangan natin yung h, kailangan natin yung k, kailangan natin yung r. Para kapag ganito yung format, so x minus h squared plus x minus k squared is equal to r squared. So, kunin lang po natin lahat ng yan, i-plug in po natin dito sa equation na yon, and voila, meron na po tayong equation. Okay, so, paano po ba natin, ano po bang gagawin natin dito? So, kapag ito po, itong point na to is yung 5, 5. So, ito 5, 5 yan. And itong point naman na to, that is negative 2, 4. And itong point na to, that is HK. Kasi ngayon nga po yung center. So with that guys, we can say that this, sorry, pangit na naman po ng drawing ko. So let's say that this is now the radius R. So radius R po yan. And this is also the radius R. So yan din po. So ito din po, radius R din po yan. So with that, R is equal to R. So ang gawin natin, the distance between 2 points. So HK up until negative 2, 4. And it is also equal to HK up until 5, 5. So with it guys, so ang gagawin natin, so R is equal to R. So yung R na natin na nasa left side, so that is basically, so ito na lang kunwari yung 1 natin and ito yung 2. So with that guys, so the square root of, so ito yung base natin, no? Base formula natin. So ayan po yung base formula natin, and ano gagawin natin dito? And ayun, substitute natin yung kung ano yung gagawin natin. So the square root of x2 minus x1. So ito na lang po yung 2 natin, and ito yung 1. So with that guys, so negative 2 minus h squared plus, so y2. So what is the value for y here? So 4 minus k squared. So this should be equal to, so itong r naman na sa kabila na to. So ito na naman yung 1, ito na naman yung 2 natin. So with that, square root of 5 minus h squared plus 4 minus k. So 4. Ay, bakit 4 pala? 5 pala to, 5. 5 minus k squared. Ano na pong gagawin natin dito? Simplify na lang po natin. So in order for me to simplify this equation, i-square na lang po natin yung buong equation para mawala yung radical symbol. So with that, ito magiging negative 2 minus h squared plus 4 minus k squared is equal to 5 minus h squared plus 5 minus k squared. Okay, so with that, we can simplify this. So perfect square po yan. Saan na ba yun? So perfect square po ito, no? So square the first term, so 4. Tapos multiply mo po itong dalawa, so negative h times negative 2, so that is positive 2h. I-times 2 nyo po, so plus 4h. So kung ayaw nyo pong gawin yan, pwede kayo mag-FOIL method, kaso lang medyo mahaba. So plus h squared. So ayan po. So what about for this? So plus square this one, so this is 16. Minus, so I mean plus, so negative k times 4, so that is negative 4k, tapos i-times 2 nyo pa, so this is now negative 8k. Then plus k squared. So yan na po, ito, kompleto na siya. So this is equal to, so 5, so square 5, so magiging 25 po ito. Then minus, so negative h times 5, so that is negative 5h times 2 nyo, so negative 10h. Then plus h squared. What about for this? So ito magiging plus 25 ulit minus 10k plus k squared. So yan po yung magiging formula po natin dito, nakahaba-haba. Paano ba i-zoom out to? Zoom out na nga lang natin. Yan. Okay, so collecting similar terms para lang masimplify natin. So lahat na lang muna ng h papapuntahin ko sa right, I mean sa left. Actually lahat na lang papuntahin natin sa left, lahat ng constant papunta sa right. So with that guys, so h squared plus 4h minus 8, I mean plus k squared minus 8k. So i-arrange ko lang to nandito. Then ilipat ko na naman to mga nandito. So minus h squared. Ito, lipat to. Tapos ito, lipat din. Plus 10h. Tapos lipat din po to sa kabila. Plus 10k. Lipat din po ito sa kabila. So, minus k squared. So, kompleto na po. So, this is equal to, so 25 plus 25. So, itong dalawa lang po yun. Tapos, ilipat ko din po itong 16 pati 4 sa kabila. So, minus 4 minus 16. So, kung medyo hindi kayo nakasunod doon, paki-replay na lang po, paki-slow down, paki-SSD na lang po. Pero walang may tutulong SSD. Pero, ayun, pwede nyo pong i-replay na lang po yung mismong video natin. So, collecting similar terms. So, what is the value for h squared? So, ito, mawawala na yan kasi h squared minus h squared. Ayan, wala na nga siya. Then, k squared minus k squared. Mawawala na din yan. So, for h, so magkakaroon po tayo ng 14h dito. So, 14h. Then, meron din po tayong k. So, negative 8k plus 10k. So, magiging 2k na lang po yan. So, plus 2k. So, this is now equal to 25 plus 25 minus 4 minus 16. So, 25 plus 25 minus 4 minus 16. So, this is now equal to 30. So, we already have this equation. However, we still have two unknowns. So, equation number 1. So, kapag meron po tayong dalawang unknowns, automatic po na kailangan po natin ng ng second na equation. Okay. So, ang sabi din po natin dito sa equation na to, yung center daw ng HK, nasa loob daw po siya ng linyang 4x minus 7. Kasi ito po yung linyang yan, 4x minus 7. Then, itong HK na to, nandyan sa linyang yan. So, meaning, itong 4x minus y is equal to 7. Teka lang. So, dito. So, from the line. So, line. Okay, tamo, nalimutan ko agad. So, 4x minus y is equal to 7. 4x minus y is equal to 7. So, yung line daw na yan, nandyan daw yung HK. So, kapag nandyan po sa loob yung line na HK or yung center HK, it means that if we would now be substituting this value to this equation, dapat equal to 7 pa rin po siya. So, with that, guys, 4h minus k is equal to 7. So, with that, we can now use this as equation number 2. Okay. So, if those are our equations, so, copy ko lang ito. So, para dito. Tapos, copy ko ulit ito. Para dito. So, yan na po. 2 equations, 2 unknowns. E di mag-mode 5, 1 na lang po tayo. So, mode, equation, 5, then 1. So, 2 unknowns, 2 equations. So, 1 po. Then, ulitin ko lang, dapat po ganito yung format. Dapat po yung dalawang variables nasa left. Then, yung constants nasa right. So, okay. So, with that, guys, so ito, 14 yan. So, 14, 2, and 30 yung nasa taas. So, 14, 2, and 30. And as for this, so 4, negative 1, 7. So 4, negative 1, 7. Enter. So with that, guys, yung x daw or yung h is equal to 2. Then yung k equals mo po ulit. So this is equal to 1. So ito na po yung dalawang kailangan natin for our equation. So meaning, ito na po yung left side ng equation. So, x minus h squared, di ba? Plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So, yung nasa left side ng equation, so, x minus 2 squared plus y minus 1 squared is equal to r squared. So, ngayon, kayo na po bahala kung gusto nyo pang isolve yung radius or yung kahit yung center na lang. Sa radius po natin, same thing. So, isubstitute mo lang po yung mga values na nahanap mo dito or dito. So, ayun. Masasolve mo na din po siya. Pero since multiple choice naman po yan, alin po dito yung kamukha niya, yung nasa left side ng equation? So, ang sabi po natin dito, yung nasa left side ng equation, x minus 2 plus y minus 1. So, alin po ba dito yun? So, eto lang naman po siya, letter B. So, for example, may katulad siya, no? Kunwari ito, -2. Pares -1 din yan. So, ito, parehas sila. So, that is the time na pwede mo pang isolve yung radius. So, ayun. Pero, bakit pa natin isolve? Automatic naman na ito na yung, yung tawag doon, automatic naman na po na yan na yung mismong answer po natin. Kasi wala naman na po siyang katulad, na solve naman na po natin yung isang side ng equation. Okay, so there. Pero yun, ulitin ko lang guys. So this is just the theoretical way on how we would be solving things. So para mas maintindihan nyo. And ayun, so since naintindihan nyo na yan, so turuan ko naman kayo paano pagbaliktad, no? So yung mas mabilis na approach. So dito, copy-paste ulit natin yan. So copy-paste ulit natin yung napaka-magnificent kong drawing. So ayan po yung drawing kong napakalupit, no? So ang gawin po natin is that i-investigate po natin itong mga to. So isa-isahin na lang po natin yan, no? Kung alin yung tutugma. So baliktad. So ito, alam po natin itong side na to. Yung center niya is 1 pati 1. So ibig sabihin -1, -1. Then for its radius, that is equal to 5. Kasi square root of 25 para sa radius. Kasi nga 'di ba ang format natin is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So for the radius, kunin mo square root. So ayan. Then ito sa pangalawa naman, this is 2, this is 1. Then radius is also equal to 5. Tapos dito, 0, 0 daw yan. Tapos yung r niya is square root of 5. Tapos dito naman, ano yan? So -2, +1. Tapos ang radius niyan is square root ng 9 or 3. So ngayon guys, i-check mo itong mga to. So, tawag dito, looking at the calculator, balik ako sa mode 1. So gagawa ko ng equation para sa radius. Diba yung radius is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Ayun. So in here, so the square root of, so x sub 2, ano ba yung x sub 2 guys? So for the x sub 2, so kayo na po bahala kung gusto nyong gamitin to or ito. Basta dapat yung isa yung hk na ito. So, ang gamitin ko na lang guys is itong -2,4 para sa x2 ko. And para sa x1 ko, ito yung mga gagamitin ko mga variables. Which is yung mga nandito, yung mga given sa choices. Tapos kung alin sa kanila yung magbibigay sa akin ng radius na 5, edi yun na yung sagot. So with that, so yung x2 ko is ito ulit, -2. So -2 minus, so lalagay ko na lang po dito x alpha x para calc na lang ako mamaya. So squared plus, so 4 minus, so y ko naman to, squared. So Pythagorean theorem lang to, pero unknown ko yung x pati yung y variables para ititesting ko na lang po lahat ng mga nandito. So I will be clicking calc. So ano daw yung value ng x? So try natin to una, -1 and -1. So -1 and -1. So ang radius ba? 5. So hindi naman, 'di ba? So mali tong una. Though spoiler alert, alam nating tama tong B, kaya medyo skip natin yan. Try muna natin tong isa. So i-try natin itong C. So calc natin, so dun sa Z, sa C yung HK niya is 0, 0. So 0, then 0. So 2 square root of 5. So square root of 5 lang kasi yung sagot dito, so mali na naman to. So what about for this one? So dapat daw yung radius natin 3 if -2, 1 ilalagay natin. So calc natin, -2, then 1. So 3. So actually, tumama ito guys. So tumama ito. So -2 and -1, -2, tama ba? -2 and +1, so 3, sumakto. So yan. So itry ulit natin yung B. So alam natin ito yung sagot. So, calc natin. So, 2 pati 1. So, 5. So, ito yung problema ngayon, guys. So, kapag trial and error natin, dalawa yung tutugmang sagot. So, ito, pati ito. So, ibig sabihin B pati D. Pero alam natin na D, mali yan kasi sinolve natin kanina. So, there are also sometimes, no, na magkakaroon ka ng dalawang choice. And it would be up to you if you would now be investigating further by solving for it the traditional way, or kapag kulang na kayo sa oras, dyan na yung manghuhula na kayo pero at least dalawa na lang paghuhulaan nyo. B pati D na lang. Pero it is better once again for you to understand the concept para kunwari may ganitong case and gusto mong 100% na makuha yung problem na yan, edi do it this way. So mukha lang mahaba, mukha lang matagal nung sinosolve ko, and that is because nagsasalita ako. And of course, kapag mag-exam naman na kayo, may pagka mabilisan naman na kayo, so wala naman kayong kausap. So actually guys, this is solvable in under 3 minutes basta hindi kayo nagsasalita. Okay, so that is for number 18. Okay. Okay, so number 19. So which of the following is an equation of a circle tangent to both x and y axes containing the point -8, -1? So spoiler alert and disclaimer that we can actually solve for this problem via investigation. Basta alam nyo po kung ano yung nangyayari. Okay, so in this case, ang sabi po dito, meron daw isang bilog. Teka, mangopya na naman ako ng bilog. Ayoko nang isugal ang dignidad ko. Ulitin ko lang. So, ito na yung bilog. Kopyahin ko lang for number 19. So, ito daw yung bilog natin. So, ngayon, itong bilog daw na to is tangent to both x and y axis containing the point -8, -1. So, somewhere along here, guys, ito daw, kunwari ito. Itong point na to, that is -8 and dito na lang sa loob para mas maayos. -8 and -1. Uy, magic. Nawala. Teka lang. Yan. Okay. And it is said here that it is tangent to both x and y axis. So, kung ito man yung x-axis mo, y axis mo, and ito yung x-axis mo. So, as you can see, guys, yun, tangent siya. So, pag tangent siya, guys, so meaning that if this is the center of your circle, so if this is the center of the circle, pag i-measure mo papunta dyan, and if i-measure mo papunta dyan, that is the radius. So radius yan, radius yan. So if radius yan and radius yan, so tignan nyo mabuti. If this is the value for HK, and ito, yung x-axis and ito yung y-axis, kung aatras ka dito by r, and dito naman aatras ka by r, automatic po yan guys, na yung HK mo, parehas. Dapat yung H mo is also equal to K. Kasi nga, pantay o R2 and R2. So basically guys, yung value nyo ng H, that is equal to -R. And the value for K, that is also equal to -R. So ayan. So ito po yung mas practical po na way para masolve to ng mabilisan. Pero sige, pwede pa din po natin isolve yan theoretically later after ito. Okay. So, ayan. I-check na lang po natin ngayon dito sa mga to. So, which of these equations yung parehas yung H pati yung K? So, ito. Parehas yung H pati K. So, 5 and 5. So, ibig sabihin, in this case, yung H and K niya is -5 and -5 respectively. So, candidate to. Pwede to. So ito, since magkaiba po ito, -6 and -11, hindi na pwede to. Kasi nga, ito, yung HK natin, no, by inspection. So ulitin ko lang, by inspection, ganito yung mangyayari. So you can only do this if you can understand the concept. Okay, so in here, so 0, 0 to. So yung center niya is 0, 0 and this cannot be. Kasi dapat nga daw, di ba, tangent daw yung x and y axis. So kung ito yung ano mo, kung ito yung center mo, ibig sabihin yung bilog mo nandito. Which isn't the case. So mali. Mali din to. So how about for this? So in here guys, this is -8, then -8. So -8, -8 po yan. So posible pa rin. Kasi same nga eh. Same yung H pati yung K niya. So maari to. Okay, so we are down to 2. So ngayon, manghuhula ba tayo? So hindi naman per se. So ngayon guys, so sinabi ko dito na dapat itong h is also equal to negative r kasi itong h niyan, kung ito yung r, mula dito sa point na to, aatras ka ng r para maabot mo yung h, so negative r. And at this particular point, para maabot mo yung center, bababa ka by r, so negative r din yan. So ngayon, i-check natin dito sa dalawang to. Alin dito sa dalawa? So dito pati dito, yung magbibigay sa atin ng negative r na h pati k. So ito yung r niya is 9. So r niya is 9 squared, I should say. I mean this one. This is 3 squared, I should say. Sorry. So ito, 9 is equal to 3 squared. So with that, r is equal to 3. So ayan. So mukha ba tong 3? Hindi, di ba? Kasi kapag ito 3, yung r niya 3, dapat atras siya ng 3, tas dapat mabot niya na yung center. But in this equation, yung center niya is negative 8, negative 8. But in this case, guys, ito 25. So 25 is equal to 5 squared. So ibig sabihin r is equal to 5. So, teka, kung isipin nyo, saan ba nanggagaling tong dalawang to? I mean, itong 25 is equal to 5 squared and 9 is equal to 3 squared. Kasi i-remind ko lang guys that the general formula is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So itong r squared na to, ito yan. Itong 25 pati itong 9. So in order for you to get the value of r, edi square root nyo to. So 5. So itong 5, tapos ito, kung 5 yan, so matras siya ng 5, edi negative 5. So hindi na pwede to. Ito correct to. Okay, so I am pretty sure na medyo may ilan sa inyo hindi nakagets, no? So medyo baka nagtataka sa'yo, baka nakakunot na yung noon nanonood ng video. So sige, isolve na lang po natin using theory. Kasi ulitin ko lang, there are some cases na medyo mas mahirap pang gawin or mas nakakalito pang gawin yung practical kesa sa mismong theoretical. So sa theoretical kasi minsan mas madali siya, however, it is time consuming. Okay, so in this case guys, ang gagawin na lang po natin, so ayan, so for the value for r, so ito po yung value ng r, and ayun, paano ba? Gagawin natin ngayon, so zoom in ko lang dito para ma-erase ko ng maayos. Uy, mali. So erase po tayo dito. O yan. So if this is r and this is r, so basically guys, etong h k natin dito is negative r, negative r. So negative r, negative r. Kasi nga from this point, umatras ka, papunta dito. So from this point, bumaba ka, papunta dito. So negative r na po yan. Okay, so, teka, ayan. Okay, so anyway, so if that is the case, dapat po yung radius from this point up until this point, teka, burahin ko na nga lang, napakakalat po mga kaibigan. So yan. So dapat po from this point up until 8, negative 1, dapat po ito, radius din po yan. Automatic naman po dapat yan. Okay. Teka, gulo. Ulitin natin. So dapat guys, if this is the center, kung yan po yung center, if you would now be measuring this from this point to this point, dapat radius din po yan. So ayun, so for the distance, so that is equal to the radius, that is equal to the square root of, so looking at the calculator to your left, ay hindi, sulat pala muna natin. So ito na lang kunwari yung 1 natin and ito yung 2. Or baliktarin natin, so ito na lang yung 1 natin and ito yung 2. So with that guys, so this is now negative 8 minus negative r squared plus, so negative 1 minus negative r squared. So, ayan po. Ito na po yung equation natin ngayon. So, r is equal to the square root of negative 8 plus r squared plus negative 1 plus r squared. So, let's just square both sides. So, r squared is equal to, so, yun, ang ginawa ko po, square ko yung buo. Then, negative 8 plus r squared plus negative 1 plus r squared. So, ngayon, i-expand pa natin to. So, r squared is equal to, so, negative 8 plus r squared. So, ito po, gawin ko, isi-square ko po yung first term. So, 8 squared, negative 8 squared is equal to 64. Minus, so, negative 8 times r, so that is negative 8r, times 2 nyo po. So, that is now negative 16r. So, ulitin ko lang, kung ayaw nyo gawin yun, edi mag-file method kayo. Kaso, ito na yung pinakamabilis. Then, square the last term. So, plus r squared. Plus, so what is this? So, square the first term, so positive 1. Then, for the second term, multiply nyo negative 1 times r, so that is negative r, i-times 2 nyo. So, magiging negative 2r. So, negative 2r. Then, square the last term. So, plus r squared. Okay, so, ayan. So, combine similar terms. So, itong 64 pati 1, pagsamahin natin, so 65. Then, itong negative 16r pati negative 2r, magiging negative 18r. Tapos, r squared plus r squared, edi magiging plus 2r squared. So, ngayon, i-transpose na din po natin tong r squared to the other side of the equation. So, with that, guys, magiging 0 is equal to 65 minus 18r plus 2r squared minus r squared. So, with that, guys, so ito, i-rearrange ko, magiging r squared minus 18r plus 65 is equal to 0. So, siguro naman, gets nyo to, simple algebra. So, ayan. And since quadratic po yan, edi mag-mode 5 na naman tayo. So, mode 5. So, wala po dyan. Kasi, one equation, one unknown lang po tayo, pero quadratic po ito kasi nga, power of 2. So, scroll down or click down. Tapos, number 1 po, quad. Tapos, yan po. So, ito po, yung a po niyan is yung variable, yung constant po ng variable dito. So, that is 1. Followed by negative 18. Followed by 65. So, ang answer po natin dito is yung R1 is equal to 13. R2 is equal to 16 tuloy. Ba't ko napapangunahan? So, R1 is equal to 13. R2 is equal to 5, I should say. So, meaning guys, meron po tayong dalawa. So, meron po tayong dalawang possible na sagot. So, yung first possible na sagot, if that is R1. And sinabi nga po natin na yung H po natin is just the negative R. So, para po sa unang sagot, ang sagot po natin dito is X minus, so, R1 nga, di ba? So, in this case, minus negative R1. Nasaan na naman yun? So, H natin is negative R. So, if H is equal to negative R, dapat yung H natin is equal to negative, ano na yun? Negative 13. Pero kapag ipa-plug in po natin siya dito, so, X minus negative 13, yan, plus squared, plus Y minus negative 13 squared is equal to 13 squared. So, with that, ito maging x plus 13 squared plus y plus 13 squared is equal to 13 squared. So, 169. So, ayan po yung isang sagot. Kaso, nasa choice ba yan? So, nasa choice ba yan? Wala po siya sa choice. So, i-try natin yung isa. So, for the other one, so ito. So, di ba nga, h is equal to negative r, and k is also equal to negative r. Pero yung format natin po dito is x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So, substitute na po natin. So, ito po magiging x minus negative 5 squared plus y minus negative 5 squared is equal to 5 squared. So, with that, this is now x plus 5 squared plus y plus 5 squared is equal to, so what is 25? I mean, what is 5 squared? Basically, 25 yan. And ito po yung nandun po sa choices po natin, which is letter A. So, ayan. So, those are the two ways on how to solve for it. So, siguro ngayon pa lang na-judge nyo na mas madali. I mean, mas mabilis yung una. Medyo nakakalito tong pangalawa. So, with that guys, it is better for you to rewatch the video para mas mapanood nyo yung approach. So, ito guys, I'm not quite sure if this has already made it to the board exam, pero nakita ko to sa mga reference ko. Baka nangyari na. So, hindi ko lang alam. So, if ever na nangyari yan, alam nyo man na yung gagawin. Okay, so, there. Okay, so second to the last 4 circles. So, the equation of the circle with center at negative 2, 3 and which is tangent to the line 20x minus 21y minus 42 is equal to 0 is, so, ayan po. So, ang gagawin na lang natin, pinaka maayos po at ang gawin dito is that, yun, isolve po natin mismo yung equation. So, medyo wala po tayong shortcut dito, no? So, if meron man kayo naisip na shortcut, it is better na i-share po natin sa akin na lang, para ituro ko sa kanila para medyo mayabang ko. De, joke lang. Okay, so anyway, so ito ang gagawin po natin dito is that, well, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So ito po ngayon yung equation na gagamitin natin. Tapos i-expand natin up until makahanap tayo ng medyo malapit po dito. So ngayon, ang kailangan lang po natin is h, k, and r. So as for h and k, meron na po actually tayong given. So negative 2 and 3. So this is the center. So with that guys, h is now equal to negative 2. So negative 2 and k, bakit inulit ko lang? So, h is equal to negative 2 and k is equal to negative 3. Okay, so na pong kulang? So, kulang pa po tayo ng radius. So, it is said here that the equation of the circle with center at negative 2, 3, tapos tangent daw yung circle dito. So, from the previous problem, so ulitin lang po natin that whenever you are to have a certain circle, kunwari yan, copy-paste na lang po ulit ako from the previous. Ayan. Teka lang. So, suppose that this is a circle. So, kapag meron po kayong tangent line, tapos meron po kayong center, automatic po palagi that the distance from the center to the tangent line is always the radius. So, yan. So, that is now the value for the radius. So, ngayon, so, ulitin ko lang, this is a line. So, ano ba yung equation natin ng line? So, the line is 20x. So, 20x minus 21y minus 42 is equal to 0. Okay, so, given that, so, ano po yung gagawin natin? So, this is a point, which is negative 2 and negative 3. Mali. So, negative 2 and positive 3 pala to. So, positive 3. So, tama ba? So, positive 3. So, correct. So, this is positive. Okay, so once again, this is a point and this is a line. So, in order for us to get this particular distance, so kapag kinuha po natin yung distance from the center up until the tangent line, that is automatically the radius. So, kukunin lang po natin yung radius para makompleto po natin yung trinity ito. Para makompleto natin itong equation na to. Okay, so for that particular distance, so the distance, so dapat memoryado nyo na to since paulit-ulit na po tayo dito. So, just copy this equation. So, 20 times x, so what is the value for x? i-substitute nyo po to. So 20 times negative 2 minus 21 times, so positive 3. 3 minus 42 divided by the square root of 2a. I mean the square root of a squared plus b squared. So 20 squared plus negative 21 squared. So kung gusto nyo po mag-recall kung saan ko nakuha yan. Teka, saan ko nga ba nakuha yan? So nandito po. Ito po yung equation na to. Okay, so there. Okay, so proceeding. Nasa na naman po ba tayo? So ito po. So getting that particular value. So 20 times negative 2 minus 21 times 3 times, minus 42 divided by the square root of 20 squared plus 21 squared. So 20 times negative 2 minus 21 times 3 minus 42. So our answer here is negative 5. So the distance is negative 5. So if that is the distance, so automatic po na ito po yung radius. So alisin na po natin yung negative symbol kasi distance naman po to. So yung distance po from the center up until the tangent line is 5. So 5 po yan. So radius is equal to 5. So nakumpleto na po natin. So zoom out ko lang po sandali ulit para makita natin ang sobrahan. So dito po itaas ko lang to. So x minus h squared plus x minus k squared is equal to radius squared. So for the value of h, negative 2 yan. So this is x minus negative 2 squared plus x, plus y minus k. So ang k po natin is 3 squared is equal to radius squared, and that is 5 squared. Okay, so with that guys, so expand na po natin to. So magiging x plus 2 squared plus y minus 3 squared is equal to 5 squared, and that is 25. And ayun, sige, solve na po natin to. So x squared, so square the first term. Tapos for the second term, so multiply nyo po itong dalawa, tapos i-times 2 nyo. So 2 times x times 2, so 4x na po yan. Then square the second term, so plus 4. So ito po yung first term pa lang. Then for the second term, square the first term, so y squared, minus, so multiply nyo, negative 3 times y times 2, so negative 6y. Then square the last term, which is negative 3 squared, so that is positive 9. So this is equal to 25. Teka, check lang po muna natin yung format po ng equation. So ganito po yung format ng equations. So with that guys, pag samasamahin po natin siya in one side. So x squared plus 4x. So ito ilipat ko lang. So plus y squared minus 6y. Tapos pag samahin ko lang po yung mga constant. So plus 4 plus 9. Tapos yan, lipat yan dito. So, minus 25 is equal to 0. So, simplifying this. So, x squared plus 4x plus y squared minus 6y. So, ito po. Pag samasamahin mo po ito ngayon. So, 4 plus 9 minus 25. So, that is negative 12. So, in this case, this is negative 12. Okay, so with that guys, hanapin na po natin to sa equations. So, lagay natin sa taas to para makita natin yung mismong problem or yung mismong sagot. So, ito po yung sagot. Napakalaki naman po. Ayan. So, ito yung sagot. So, alin po ito dito? So, x squared plus 4x plus y squared. Pero sa arrangement niya dito, mas nauna yung y squared. Basta ang keyword natin, positive po lahat. Maliban po dito sa dalawa. So, negative 6y. So, negative 6y and negative 12. So, our answer here is letter A. So, x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 6y minus 12 is equal to 0. So, there. Okay, so last for the circles. So a circle has a diameter whose ends are at negative 3, 2, and 12, negative 6. Its equation is, okay, so ganito. So if we are to graph this, so kunwari ito man yung Cartesian plane natin. So negative 3, 2 is approximately here. So negative 3, 2 is approximately here. And 12, negative 6, so 12, negative 6 is approximately here. So kunwari ganyan. So ito hindi po to accurate na drawing pero medyo ganyan po yung itsura niya. And of course, this is now the diameter. So if that is the diameter, meaning ito po yung circle. Pero ayoko na naman isugal si dignidad ko. Asa na naman yung magic circle natin? Ay, ayan pala. So ito po yung circle natin. So ito yung magiging circle ngayon. So, yan po yung magiging circle ngayon. So, ito ulitin ko lang. 12, negative 6. Ito naman, negative 3, 2. Okay, so for the equation of a circle, matik po ulit. So, x minus, saan na yun? So, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So, actually, pwede po nating makita na lahat na nandito. So, di ba automatic naman po? So, automatic naman po na itong center po niyan is, of course, the center. Kung ano po yung nasa gitna po ng pokeball natin, pokeball tuloy, nung mismong circle natin or mismong diameter natin, automatic na yan po yung HK. Automatic yan. Okay. So, for the value for each, parang yung kanina po, or yung sa previous video na meron po tayong yung average lang po ng two coordinates. So, yun. Average na po natin yung x components x coordinates ng dalawa. So, with that, 12 plus negative 3 divided by 2. So, this is now equal to, so, ano to? 4.5 ba to? So, 4.5. So, meron ba siya dito? Mukhang delikado ah. So, anyway, so, h, 4.5. And as for k, so, this is now equal to, so, negative 6 plus 2 yun, di ba? 2. So, negative 6 plus 2 divided by 2. So, ito, negative 2. Teka, may trust issues ako. Check natin sa calculator. So, negative 6 plus 2. Wala. Divided by 2. So, negative 2. So, ayan nga. So, yan na po yung h and k natin. And as for the radius, so, ang gawin natin is, of course, either solve po natin to, or solve natin to, or solve natin yung buo, then divided by 2. So, kayo na po yung bahala dyan. So, ako ang gagawin ko na lang para mas sureball, kunin ko yung total length niyan, then I would be dividing it by 2. So, for the total diameter, so that is, so, Pythagorean theorem na naman. So, dito, ito na lang yung 2 ko, ito na lang yung 1. So, with that, 12, square root of 12 minus, so ito po, negative 3. So, 12 minus negative 3 squared plus negative 6 minus 2 squared. Negative 6 minus 2 squared. So, with that, the diameter here is now equal to, okay, so square root of 12 minus negative 3 squared plus negative 6 minus 2 squared. So our answer here is now equal to 17. So 17 po yung diameter natin, and with that, yung radius nga natin is just half the diameter. So with that, ang radius po natin is, well, divided by 2. And it is 8.5. Parang weird. Ba't may mga 0.5 dito? Nagdududa tuloy ako kung tama itong ginagawa ko. Pero tama yan. So, okay. So, 8.5. Okay. So, since we already have the value for our h, for our k, and for our r, so, yun. I-solve natin. So, with that, guys, so, ito na po ngayon. So, x, bayin ko yung kulay. So, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared is equal to r squared. So yan po ngayon yung equation natin, and i-substitute po natin lahat ng alam natin. So dito po sa una, x minus 4.5 squared plus y minus negative 2 squared is equal to radius squared or 8.5 squared. Okay guys, so ang weird na meron tayo mga 0.5, siguro ganito na lang. Kasi puro whole number yun nandito, pwede naman natin i-push through to. Pero by gut feeling, no? Parang mas maganda tayo i-fraction ko na lang. So, ito, same dapat tayo ng answer if fraction nyo or hindi. So, ang 4.5, 9 over 2 lang naman yan. So, 9 over 2. Nasaan ba yun? So, 9 over 2. And ang 8.5, ano pang 8.5? So, 8.5 is 17 over 2. So, check na lang natin sa calculator. Yan pala, 17 over 2. So, parang sa tingin ko, mas gusto ko yung ganitong solution kaysa may decimal kasi medyo na-OC ako. Pero, yun. Kayo naman bahala kung gusto nyong decimal or not. Pero fraction na lang siguro sa akin para mas maayos siguro. Anyway, so, expand ko na to. So, square ko yung first term. So, that is x squared. So, minus. So, 9 over 2 times x. So, that is 9 over 2x times 2. So, negative 9x. Then, square this. So, ano ba yung 9 over 2 squared? So, I think that is 81 over 4. Ang galing ko talaga. joke lang. So, 81 over 4 plus, so, square the first term. So, y squared. And ito pala guys, since minus negative 2, so maging plus 2 na yan. So, plus 2. So, with that 9 squared, then 2 times y. So, that is 2y times 2 ulit. So, 4y na ito. Then, square this. So, that is now equal to 4. Then, square natin ito ngayon. So, 17 over 2 squared. So, that is, so, malaking digit ata to. So, 17 over 2 squared. So, this is now equal to 289 over 4. So, 289 over 4. Okay, so let us now simplify this. So, okay, so parang napapansin ko na nga, sinimplify niya lang to. So, anyway, so if we are to simplify this, para mawala yung pagka-OC kung meron pang fraction dito. So, let us just multiply the whole equation by 4. Bakit? Wala, para lang mawala itong mga decimal, itong mga denominator na to. So, with that, this is now equal to 4x squared. Minus, so 4 times negative 9, negative 36, plus 81, plus 4y squared, plus 16y, plus 16 is equal to 289. So, check natin sa choices. So, sa choices kasi pinagsama-sama niya po sa isang side. Eh, di gayahin natin. So, with that guys, so 4x squared, plus, so ito pagsasama-samahin ko lahat ng may variables. So, ano nangyari dito? May x pa pala dapat dito. So, plus 36x plus 4y squared plus 16y plus 81 plus 16 minus 289. So, pinagsama-sama ko lang po on one side. Then, simplify natin. So, 4x squared plus 36x plus 4y squared plus 16y plus, so pag samasamahin po natin itong tatlo, so that is now equal to 81 plus 16 minus 289. So, negative 192. So, negative 192 is equal to 0. So, pwede pa po ba yan ma-simplify? So, mukhang hindi na. So, check po natin dito. So, alin po ba dyan? So, magkakamukha lahat. Kopyahin ko na lang to. So, ilapit ko lang sandali. Ayan. Okay, so our answer here is, well, 4 squared plus 36x plus 4y squared. So, dito po, pinagbaliktad lang po niya itong dalawa. So, positive po yung 4y squared, positive din po yung 36, positive yung 16, then negative yung 192. So, this is our answer for number 21. So there.